This is 7X Fan Ben, and this is part 21 of the hourly campaign. So I'm on turn number 22 right now, and the English are next up. So right now, resources, lumber is the most valuable with a roll of 2, and there's 6 turns left until the next change, but I certainly won't get that far in the next hour here. I'm going to go to YouTube to make sure the live stream is started. Looks like it. So the English are up next. I'll try to go reasonably quickly when possible, or if possible. So the King's Cove is heading back to their home island with some food, which they've already got a little bit of, so that's not too valuable right now, but they've got a couple more there. So she brings that back. English have just been going to 2 islands. They haven't explored any others, but before I forget, I'm going to move the King John. She's going not quite due south, but almost due south, and she's going to keep heading in that direction right now. And they've got the Gibraltar, one of their fastest ships the English have in general, at this island here, where the Patagonia is going to load some spices. Thanks to someone who commented on the hourly campaign part 20. I just saw that comment actually from today. Respond to it soon. Want to get this session in on a Friday real quick. Still trying to play this once a week, so we'll see. I'm not sure if that's going to work out next week or not, but hopefully it will. Alright, looks like the antelope is pretty much there. I don't think so, though. She wouldn't have docked there, so I'm going to try not to give that to factions. I'm going to try not to give them, you know, the extra distance that they don't really have. So, I'm trying to think what this other ship is. Oh, that's the Hound. Nice. Okay, the Hound can look at one face-down cargo on any ship. It's part of her ability. So, she's going to use that right now. I'm trying to think where the English want to look. They don't really have any enemies or anything too interesting going on. And of course, I know or I should know, but I can't memorize all the UTs that the factions have. I'm going to look at what the Wisp has face-down explosives. Okay, so the English know that the Wisp has explosives. I was going to write that down because I don't think it's going to come into play, but you never know. So I got to figure out where. I think I'm going to do it in the faction area. So they know that Wisp has explosives. That's the type of thing I would never remember, but so writing it down could help later in the game if the Curse want to try to blow up an English ship. The English might be able to know it's coming. Of course, they might not be able to keep track of the UT either, so whatever. Not a big deal, but just something I want to keep track of in this kind of big game. The King's Heart is actually going to go this way instead of going through the Sargasso Seas. She's got SAT built in, which she does not get this turn. But now the Hound can move SLS as well with the Helmsman. Alright, so a roll of 2. They got 6 turns left. I'm trying to think what the English should do rather than just doing it on autopilot. I can actually look up what's going on here. So spices are worth 4. So there's no problem with that. So I think the Hound will just go to that island. I don't think she'll get there and back for the next change though. So they could go somewhere else. I think she'll head in that direction. And then depending on what they want to do or if a change happens, she might actually head further south or west at some point. Let's see. Alright, so that's the English turn. Pretty basic stuff. No point in cashing in the food when it's not valuable. The Vikings are next. Frost is headed back. And the Khartoum looks like she's going to get back, I think, which is exciting because they might be able to launch and everything. This might be really good for the Vikings. Yeah, so the Vikings are finally going to have some good turns here. They've basically just been sailing back and forth, or not back and forth, they've just been sailing. They don't have any islands like right nearby, so they've been kind of just trudging along without much to show for their seamanship efforts, I guess you could say. So they're finally back. Oh, they've already got gold. Nice. So they've already got 8 gold. They don't really have cheap ships you can launch with small amounts of gold. So they already had 8. And it looks like this is another 12. Yep. So that gets them to 20. So they're going to be able to launch a ship. Probably just one, but looks like they'll get to 24, I think. So they've got a spice token from the cartoon. She's got gold and a spice token because she had runes of wealth, which converted some of her whatever she had to 6s. They got a really nice lucky roll on runes of wealth, which is nice because the Vikings aren't a very good faction. They're probably not going to be too competitive in this game, at least not realistically. We'll see what they can do. But all right, so die roll of 2, like I said, with the English spices are worth 4. So that's 5 tokens worth 4. So they do have, so they're gonna have 24 gold. I'm just gonna write that down here because they're definitely gonna launch and probably try to spend as much of that as possible. Pretty much as much as possible. Got some UTs. They got an abandoned shipwright. Khartoum has another UT. Okay, so Dead Man's just from OE. Alright, so that doesn't matter right now. Alright, so that was a quick turn, but now they're going to spend even more time launching. So, yeah, so they do have 20 there, and then the spice. So 24 gold total. So I'm going to go to, I guess I'm going to go to my customs first, I guess. The Vikings don't have many ships for my custom set. Pirates of the Epic Seas. They might get some historical Vikings at some point, but that's a long way off. I'm not worried about that right now. So I'm probably just going to launch WizKid stuff, but we'll see what kind of ships I have to choose from. Alright, so, oh, that's another thing. I think last time I previewed it, but now it's official. The Pirates of the Epic Seas, my main custom set, or my main fantasy custom set, is kind of, it's not done. It's not, I don't intend to finalize it or anything, but so I'm always going to add pieces. Not always, but, I might add a piece a month from now or a year from now, and then it would get updated. So, but for the most part, it's kind of done in a way. So I've got flavor text for all the game pieces that should have it, and there's 1,000 total game pieces right now. So pretty crazy 4 figures, 1,000 pieces in a set. Because I just went crazy with it, obviously, mostly last year, and some this year as well. So anyway, I should try to actually launch here. So I've got the Khartoum. Basically, Vikings want a ship that has reasonable speed and cargo. So the Diversion is kind of a funky little ship I made. So that one's not bad. That's just a regular 3-master. That's not a long ship, or else she'd be more expensive. I am going to go take a peek at Frozen North, though. Sometimes I have miniature trading up for this. Maybe I'll just use the master spreadsheet today. I have the master spreadsheet up so I can look at Return to Savage Shores and unreleased stuff. But the Vikings don't really have anything from either of those. I don't think they have unreleased. I'm not going to worry about it, at least. So in terms of ships that would be good for getting some resources and whatnot, the Grendel is a solid choice, but really expensive. I mean, so many of their ships are expensive. So I guess, yeah, this is tough. You know what? I think I might try to do 2 ships, even though that's tough. So if I got the Diversion without crew, I think they need more ships, because they need to go to other islands. They only have 2 ships. So I'd rather get 2 ships with minimal crew than get 1 ship right now. For 24 gold, even though it's the Vikings, I really want to get 2 ships out of this. So I'm already seeing some good options too. The Sleipnir is probably going to get launched. She's one of their better gold runners. Could do the Lijskalf. No idea how to pronounce it, but whatever. Or even the Valkyrie, but basically I'm pretty much going to do the Diversion. That's 11. Then I'd have 13 left. So Valkyrie needs a helmsman, so she's pretty much out. The Donar, I would really prefer her with a helmsman, so she's out. I think I'm going to go with the Sleipnir. That way I can get going too. I don't have to spend, 20 minutes on a launch. So, yeah, so they're going to launch another non-long ship. And I think I intended the Diversion to be kind of like the Wiglaf. It's weird to say that out loud for some reason. Alright. Yeah, Diversion's a common, so I guess she's a 3-master with a jib. And I'm thinking the Sleipnir is probably going to go, well, Okay, so they have, okay, I gotta pay attention to where the ships are gonna be at the islands. So they don't really have a great resource distribution either. They've got spices to the north and the southwest, and they have a similarly numbered resource, luxuries, to the south. So they don't have anything in the 1 to 4 range of the resource types. Interesting. Basically, the Sleipnir is probably going to go to the closer Spices Island that the Frost has been going to. Oh, and the Frost is docking next turn. So they're going to get another 12 gold next turn, so they can probably launch next turn as well. So that's pretty awesome. So I think the diversion is going to either go south or southwest or whatever. She might even go farther than those islands to try to discover new islands. I'm not sure quite yet if she will or not. And I got to actually make the ship here. I'm just going to put music on while I finish this launch here. I love that song. It's like an Egyptian or African vibe, Barbarossa from Anti-Mardicanan. Alright, so the Vikings launched. They've got 1 gold left over from that. They spent 23 of 24. Dutch are next. They've got an expanding fleet. I'm seeing more deck plates than usual. Looks like they've got 9, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they've got 9 ships now. So yeah, I think they just launched last turn. Yeah, this looks like a fun time here. I have trouble telling them apart. Yeah, so they had a plague issue. I gotta find out where that is so I know. Looks like it's on the Lemon. Yep. Alright, so Lemon's got plague. She's already headed out. It looks like she must have been... Oh yeah, because she took it, and then the other ship was able to dock. Alright, the Braic docked. And then I think she got her helmsman back. Let me just take stock of the situation here. Yeah, the Braic got a helmsman because they purchased a new one for her, or hired one, I should say. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to look at which ship is which a bunch of times. Sometimes I like to just move a ship S and then I see the name up here in the window, because most ships get helmsman, and then a lot of them can move S before L. Not always, not if they have L base move, but not a huge deal either way. So sometimes I kind of wing it with the ship names. Or if I don't know which ship is which, I'll start moving, and then sometimes I have to undo it, but oh well. The Rieschger already has gold aboard, so she's headed home then. So she got gold from that lagoon island there. Alright, try to do this in a reasonable order here, so I don't miss any ships. The Muis must be empty. Oh, Sardam is the one with the UTs. Okay. Yeah, the Muis is empty. Huh. So I guess she's just going to go back, get some... Oh, this island doesn't have a resource type yet, because the Sardam got hit with stuff or whatever. Something happened, I don't even know. She had Pandora's box and chaos. Alright, so she's going to go see what resources that island has. The Griffin looks to be back home. I want to say she has something valuable, but actually it's probably 4s. I just saw that on one of the southeastern islands there. Let's see. Yeah, she's got 4 4s, so not worth cashing in yet. There were 3 apiece, so they're not in the upper half of values, which is kind of the benchmark I use to determine if I cash in or not, for the most part. Sometimes if something's worth 4, you might wait, especially if you're already at a good position, but in this case 3 is in the bottom half of values, so not going to bother cashing in. Alright, so she's got a couple of really good UTs, power cannons and weapons. She's going to put both on the home island here and let them get loaded by more combat heavy ships in the future. And they're probably, like other factions, they'll probably kind of stockpile some of those UTs for a while. Alright, so that looks like 4 ships out of the 9, and I see the other 5 right here, so that's easy. It'll get a little bit harder soon, because their ships are really going to spread out here. Especially this one, she's got 4S speed right now. I already saw a helmsman on her. So she's probably headed to the Ring of Fire or somewhere similar. Yeah, she's going to zoom out here. I think the Lemon might explore that island. The Lemon has Plague now, though, so I don't know. She can't, well, actually, yeah, she can't dock anywhere, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know. Just going to have to go give it to somebody. Because that's a pretty solid ship, SL speed for 5 points and 3 cargo. So the Z-Witch is not so great, but she's just headed out. Yeah, the Lemon, I don't know. I mean, they can almost see the Jades already. They could go try to give it to a Jade ship, but I don't know if they want to instigate hostility like that quite yet. It's a risky move, but it's also to the point where, you know, I'm 20 sessions in, there's no shots fired, so I don't want to artificially, certainly not going to rig the game in any way, but might kind of force the issue with some combat. I think I said that a couple sessions ago, but it's just, there's a lot of space on the map, so factions don't naturally encounter each other, you know, early on sometimes in these games. Alright, Doifkin must be a new one. I don't remember moving her. So the Bragg moved out. This one has no crew. Okay, that makes sense because she's fast. She's got an ability. Oh, it's just filching gold. Alrighty. And that will take care of the Dutch. Yeah, so they're not going to launch. That's that. Got a lot of ships to move, but no launching yet. Now the Corsairs are actually next. I'm going to go to the west of the Ring of Fire. They've had, oh god, this is going to be rough. They had a huge turn last turn. Explored a Ring of Fire island. It was kind of a fiasco. That's what I guess I'll deal with that first here. And then they were able to launch 3 ships with the gold haul from the Tangier. So now all of a sudden they have 5 ships instead of 2. But they might lose one soon. The Pharaoh's Legacy is in big trouble. She does have reroll, so let's see what happens. So, Ghostly Encounter. So that's not worth anything. So that's just a dud. French Royal Decree. I'm just making sure these don't matter for the fire masts and whatnot. Oh, and then there's some nasty crap on this island. I forgot about that. Oh my god. Yeah, so the Ring of Fire islands are volcanoes, and I think their effect might be overpowered because the first roll, it's like a violent eruption or whatever. All right, that's the gold, and then Loa's Wrath. Do not load this treasure. So they have Loa's protection. They actually have Loa's protection, but it's on their home island, I think. The Tangier found it, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of a cruel. It's kind of a, or no, I guess they don't. Maybe they don't have it. All right, maybe I spoke too soon. Whatever. All right. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it then. Or actually, maybe. Oh, okay. Queen of Sheba loaded it. The Tangier sort of transferred it to a new ship that got launched. So it's kind of a cruel joke to actually have the protection, but not on the ship that needs it. So, all right, I should have kept that up because I got to look at what this does. For every ship that comes within S of this island, roll a d6. See, that's a tough effect. Might try to ask the creator what the deal would be here, because now the ship is trying to leave the island, not come within S of it. So, I don't know. I think it might not do the effect because she's leaving the island rather than approaching, coming within S of it. So, since she's already within the range, I think I'm just going to skip it. Especially because of how, you know, crappy this ship is doing right now. The Pharaoh's Legacy is a nice ship, high quality sort of, kind of, she would be like pretty if she was a real ship rather than just a custom or whatever. But she's having trouble here. But she does have reroll. I'm just going to check something here. Make sure the fourth mast, okay. Yeah, okay, so the fourth mast is out. 2 and 3 are on fire. So before giving an action, I have to roll for the fire masts. So I'm going to do the first one. 5, nice. So she eliminates a fire mast. That's what happened last turn. She's getting really lucky. So this is for the last one. And then she still has reroll. Ah, so that's horrible. Alright, so she has to use the reroll to stay alive. Oh, okay, so she does. Alright. So if not for reroll, her final, like, regular mast would get engulfed in flames. But now with a nice roll, or with the reroll, she barely avoids catastrophe. And now she's going to get away from this volcanic island and the Loa's Wrath. So she's got a chance here. I like her chances next turn, because next turn she'll have 2 rolls, 2 tries to not have that fire mast be a 1 or 2. That reroll effect is really, her built-in reroll ability could be the difference. I mean, I think it was last turn, and it already is now. Well, I think, yeah, because I think her first roll at the Ring of Fire was actually worse. I think I remember that, yeah. Anyway. So, alright, so that was pretty good. Like, last turn when she explored the island and got blasted with lava, the Corsairs just assumed she would be lost. But now, her chances of survival have dramatically gone up between last turn being okay, and now this turn, she still got her mast up this turn as well. So, anyway, if she can put out that last fire mast, she should be able to get home. But anyway, taking too long to talk about it. So the Tangier, Queen of Sheba, both have good speed. I went too high up. Okay. So, okay, so the Queen of Sheba was going to go towards that island, but she doesn't want to deal with it. Yeah, I still wonder about this Ring of Fire. I talked about it last time because the stuff that happened. I'm just worried that the Ring of Fire, nobody's going to want to go there when the negative effect of the volcanic eruptions are so devastating. It's just, there's no incentive. I want it to be the opposite. I want the islands to be extremely sought after. So either it's a combination of either just making all the coins really valuable, like literally like 20 gold per coin, like just do a UT and just write in 20 gold or 15 or 25 or 30. And or, probably not both, but and or making the eruptions less devastating. So I want the eruptions to be rough, but I mean, I don't want it to be like, you know, every ship you send to the Ring of Fire just gets burned, like, and like burned to the waterline, like it sinks, scuttle from fire mass. That would just be lame. And it would also make the Ring of Fire, nobody would fight over the Ring of Fire. So I want it to be more of a fixture in the game. So kind of like the Archipelago in CG4, of course, but more, I don't know, volcanic in nature. So Griffin, just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Kind of just moving aimlessly. Alright, yeah, actually I don't know where the Griffin is going. I wasn't really thinking when I did that move action. She's probably gonna head to the reefs, actually. She's gonna redirect the course a tiny bit. No, I think she's okay there. Never mind. She's gonna go to northeast with the Queen of Sheba and probably go over those reefs, most likely. And then I'm just moving around a lot to try to see what other islands they have somewhat close to them. I think that Tangier is just going to head straight back to that Luxuries Island. And I think the Marrakesh will as well. They don't really need to worry too much about finding other islands. Right now those luxuries are valuable too, so they won't get home in time for the next change, but maybe they'll stay valuable, so whatever. So that's a Corsair turn. A good turn for them. Glad to still have the Pharaoh's legacy intact. Still sailing. And that brings me to the Jade Rebellion. More towards the east, actually. Whoops. Okay, so got a ship here. Looks like I'll just do this one first. Tiger Sea Lily. Okay. Only 2 cargo. Same for the Tiger Lily. It still doesn't have a helmsman. Alright. So we've got 7 ships now. I've seen 4. And one of them, oh yeah, one of them's way out here. Sea Rain, I think. Yeah. She doesn't have a helmsman either. I guess she's just been sailing for a while. I guess so. Must be. Looks like she's headed to the Ring of Fire, so. Oh yeah, because they explored that whole island with, or not explored, but they spied the whole island with the Sea Panda has Marksman's map. That's what I gotta go do right now. Alright, so Flag Island is southwest. Southwest, okay. So that's the one I'm on now. Alright, let me try to figure this out. So that's the pile I'm looking at. So I'm going to do this UT, the Marksman's map, Jack's piece of 8. So it's like the doctor ability. Alright, that's cool. Another positive one. So all 3 on that island so far are positive. There's another one. Cool. And the Sea Panda is going to stay safe. She doesn't want to go to the Ring of Fire. So she's just going to load up the Frond of Fasaga, which I love. So that was one she had earlier, and then, of course, eventually I rolled badly with it. So, and then none of these take up space, I'm pretty sure, so she'd have another space or 2 left. So 2 crew, 1 UT, so 2 cargo spaces open for some metals here. The Sea Panda is still the flagship of the Jade Fleet, the biggest ship. River Crystal, so she got a helmsman. Let me just refresh my memory here. Tiger's Breath and River Crystal both have helmsman, and then Sea Pike is a weird one. That's a custom I made pretty recently. It has a kind of a funky ability. Yeah, the River Crystal is going to head to this island as well. If she can get within us of the island, she could dock there, but she's not going to get there. Alright, that's fine. And then Tiger's Breath is the interesting one, because she has built-in Explorer, so I think they are going to try to take advantage of that and head to a new island in the north. They could go west, but it's a little late for that. So, yeah, she's going to head up north here. She might go to that island the Dutch have gone to, or she could go to the Ring of Fire, but I don't know about that. It's already disincentivized, so I feel like it's already affecting the game. I think I might have to nix the Ring of Fire a bit, like, very soon. But I'm wondering, I don't know, I might just change the gold values. That would be a little bit douchey to the Corsairs, because they already loaded some gold from the island, but I don't know. I think I might just have, like, each of the Ring of Fire islands. There's 5. It's not, these ones in the Reef Archipelago are not part of they're part of the, like, archipelago in the middle with 8 islands, but they're not, these 5 are the ones with the Ring of Fire effects, which you can, well, yeah, it's already face up. All of them are already face up. It's not an unknown for any of the fleets. I did this one extra because I wanted it to be 5, but I didn't want it to be just like the archipelago from CG4 where there's like an island in the middle, so I just put one off to the side. I could do like a 5-pointed star, I guess, but I just wanted to do like a cross type thing instead. So I know I wanted it to not be symmetrical, because a lot of times with like maps and like formations, island formations, stuff like that, you kind of have a tendency to like want things to be symmetrical, but in nature that's not as likely. So I just like dumped an island. So now there's like 3 on this area, but that's also harder to get to because there's Sargassos all over the place. So yeah, the eastern half of the Ring of Fire is wide. It's kind of wide open compared to the western area, but that's kind of the point, though. It's supposed to be not symmetrical, if anything. So yeah, I think I might. I don't know. I could do it now. I think I'd rather wait. I think I might wait till the end of this round. Maybe next session I might try to increase the values of the coins on the Ring of Fire. Like, I think the minimum would be 20 gold per coin. It might sound crazy, but the volcanic eruptions are so devastating that I think I need at least that high of value. That'd be intense. Then a ship with only 4 cargo could bring back like 80 gold in 1 round. Oh man, that would be fun. That would accelerate the launching pace too, which I'm okay with. So, well, sort of. Alright, so let me just figure this out here. I'm just going to write it down here for now. Alright. I guess one other thing I could do is have any coins from the Ring of Fire get their value multiplied, but I don't have a good way to keep track of that, so I'd rather just use UTs that say like 20 gold. Because in the past I've had campaign games where like shiny silvers were 3 times the printed value, but yeah, I don't have a good way to keep track of that like quickly in this game. So alright. So I gotta finish this turn. Sea Pike is gonna move in a straight line. So she'll be moving 3s instead of 2. So I don't know if she's going due north, pretty much. I think she might just go to the Metals Island. Yeah, they've already got 2 ships trying to explore, so I think she's just going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. So it goes 3s. Her oars are almost hitting the Tiger's Breath, but oh well. Alright, so the Jades are done. That took long enough. Not going quite as fast as I wanted to, I guess, but only a little more than halfway through, so I'm okay. Alright, the Spanish got 4 ships. Ooh, looks like they can dock there. Nice. Nice, they explored their last turn. Okay. That's a San Jose. She's got some stuff. She's got luxuries. and the Sextant UT. Nice. I think that's where the Pacifica is headed. Looks like it, at least. Alright, the Rosario docked last turn, so she's going to head back out for resources. It's kind of just a guessing game because they don't know which of these is going to be valuable when she gets back. Food or the textiles, but they already have some textiles, so they'll get some food. And then the most exciting part of their turn right now is the Hoya Briante. But she's not going to be able to explore until next turn. So not too exciting. She's just going to dock on the northern part of this island. I remember talking about that last turn. Oh, come on. Alright, wait. She should be able to thread the needle there and not hit the reef. Maybe not super realistic, I guess, but whatever. So she's going to move to the northern part of the island and dock over on that side. And then that's the island that's actually connected to the southwest, or southeast via Round Earth. So it kind of opens up to the Dutch area. Alright. I think the pirates are next. Yeah. Pirates have turtles coming home. So we'll start getting home next turn, it looks like. And the Brigands Nation headed out for luxuries. Probably. Yeah, a lot of basic sailing right now. Probably do music in a second if the next turn doesn't have much action. So, yes, the Americans are next. Let's see. Okay, they've got a ship coming home. Anchor will dock. I think for the first time. Their other two ships haven't seen the home island yet. Nice. Alright, so that's their 3 ships. But they're not going to launch. So another quick turn here. The 3s go on the home island. But metals are not valuable right now. I'm going to delete the American crew ship because I know it's their home island. Yeah, so die roll 2. Metals are only worth 2. Alright, so 5 turns left until the next resource change. And with that, we get to start the French turn. Looks like they're just sailing too. So the Curse just launched, and so did the Vikings. I gotta update the turn counter before I forget here. So I'm gonna end the session here. Just saw 59 minutes on it, so not gonna get through another faction turn. So I got into turn 23, and now I'm on to the Dutch again. It's got through more than a full round of turns, so that's cool. So the Curse launched with 26 gold. They got the Grinder and the Sea Rat, two of their best gold runners. So they're just trying to hoard as many lumber tokens as possible to expand their fleet a bunch. So they're doing well. English didn't do much of note. And then the Vikings, the Frost got home, like I said last turn, and they used all 13 gold to launch the Hlijskalf. So now they've got 5 ships. So a good day for the Vikings. Curse launched as well. So very good day for the Vikings, actually. They went from 2 ships to 5 through 2 different launches on 2 different turns. So best day yet for the Vikings overall. So this was part 21 of the Hour League campaign, and hopefully I'll be back next week. No promises, but thanks for watching, and have fun playing Pirates.